I did a video not too long ago talking about accountability, right? And speaking on the fact that it's easy to point your fingers outward in terms of your situation, your circumstances, what you may be going through. But self reflection and being able to identify the flaws within yourself is something that's always been valuable. So, in this video, man, we got to dive into what we call the culture. You know what I'm saying? And anyone who has eyes and ears understand that the culture has been off of the rails for a while now. Um, and that's on purpose. You know, when you listen to the videos, you look at the content that's out there, you look at the rhetoric, and it's easy to understand how we've gotten to a place now where we continuously promote the worst of us in terms of the culture. We promote the degeneracy. We promote ratchet behavior. We promote criminality and things of that nature. And I think that's the key difference between our culture and everyone else's. Because those things that I just said, every culture has that. Every other culture has criminality, has the ratchetness, has the broken mindset, so to speak. But it's not promoted. It's not promoted in no other culture but ours. And so we can sit here and say, well, you know, the record labels, they push this and they push that, and you know, this, that, and the third, but we eat it up. We soak it up, we promote it. You know what I mean? And that's and so we have to own that. We have to take accountability for the things that have really just gotten to a point now to where it's just, I don't know where we go. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean, yo, I remember a time when music was dope. Music was dope, man. Like I say, I've always been a hip hop head. But I don't just listen. I listen to all types of music. I really do. I always have. I listen to music overseas, you know, and good music is good music. But it's becoming harder and harder to find. And because the standard has been lowered so much that, yo, it's really hard to find some good music these days. I'm not gonna sit on here and bash the new age rap and this and the third, but now I don't listen to any of that. I don't even consider it rap. Most of it is just nonsense to a beat. And I remember when rappers actually had a message. And there's nothing wrong with shedding light to what goes on in your community. There's nothing wrong with, you know, opening your environment and let others peek in and see, yo, this is what I've been dealing with. This is what we had to work with. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, there has to be a balance. There's no balance. Like, I don't listen to the radio. I haven't listened to the radio in years. But when I used to, there was a time when the radio stations would only play certain types of music after a certain time. Now, you can be up early on your way to work and you'll hear the same nonsense that you would normally hear like after like 10 o'clock or something like that. And of course, it's just the same 5, 6 songs on a loop over and over and over again. There's no variety on the radio station. There's no balance. There's nothing wrong. If you like this new age rap, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. But there needs to be a blend. It needs to be a balance. You need to have some conscious music in there. You need to have some positive influence music in there as well as everything else. But now we're just saturated with one type of music. We're just saturated with the same imagery. And it's just like when you've lived it, when you've been out there and you've seen it firsthand, yo, you tired of that. You tired of it. I remember when we used to have cookouts. You used to be able to go to the cookout and just have a good time with one another. And dudes would get on wax and spit about just having a cookout, just having a good time at your grandmother's house and things of that nature. All of that is gone. All of that is cliche now. All of that is in the past, yo. There's no balance out here anymore. There's no balance. Everything is just off kilter and one way. And we have to do better. We have to do better, man. Because again, yo, I know in my personal life, bro, I know a lot of drug dealers. I know a lot of dope boys. Half of them broke. I only know like a few dudes out here actually getting real money out here in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in environments where no one worked. I mean, like I knew 40-year-old men who never had a job because they caught a felony at like 17 or something like that. And so they were just content with understanding, yo, I gotta hustle. And I can't knock it. I can't knock that. You know, but those same individuals will also have a message for the younger people who still had a chance. Yo, don't be out here doing what I'm doing. Don't be out here doing what I'm doing. Cause this is work. This is work. I don't understand this notion that people think drug dealing and other things, bro, that's work. That's work. I'm serious. I mean, hustling is a 24-hour job. Especially if you're not established and you just a hungry dude out here. Bro, hustling is a 24-hour gig. There's nothing easy about it. And we all understand the consequences that could potentially come with that type of lifestyle. But instead of warning others, we promote it. We pedestalize it. And it's just, we've gotten so far away from the norm, and we can't be okay with it. I had a conversation the other day, man. We were just talking about black women wearing bonnets out in public, right? And it was lighthearted, bro, because again, it's just like, I can't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no female that I involve myself with gonna be out in public with a bonnet. Now, if you're a female and you wear bonnets out in public, this is not a shaming thing. But again, it's just something that I can't rock with. Same for the men. If you're out here with both cheeks out, if you out here sagging your pants with both cheeks, bro, I can't rock with that. Because how you carry yourself matters. And it should matter, most importantly, to you. But to some small degree, black man, you represent me. And you're out here with your cheeks out. It's just like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? We've okayed nonsense time and time again. This is not some back-breaking, world-changing discussion. But it's the small things. It's the small things. I talked to a female and she was just like trying to explain me, trying to justify, you know, wearing the bonnets and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, I hear all of that. But back in the day, if a female didn't have time to do anything, she just put her hat on and call it a day. I literally saw a female yesterday. Her hat said bad hair day. Like, if you don't feel like doing anything to your hair, yo, just throw on the cap and just go do what you got to do. But wearing that bonnet out in public, it's so much more than just a piece of fabric on your head, yo. It really does speak to a different dynamic. And it's not positive. And you could be the coolest chick in the world, you know what I mean? But I'm like, yo, just put on a hat. But this is not me telling you what to do or anything of that nature. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, the small things, we can control the small things. We have to have more pride in ourselves to want to do better, move better, think better, be better. You know what I'm saying? But we've gotten comfortable being in certain spaces, and that could be problematic. You understand what I'm saying? This is no judgment. This is not me casting dispersions, because again, every race has their own issues. I see white women in Walmart all the time walking around just with trash on. You know what I'm saying? Walmart is like the circus at this point in time. Like, I've always hated Walmart. I literally go there only when I have to. And you always see some nonsense. Ratchet behavior is in every culture. Every culture. But I'm focused on mine. I'm focused on our culture. Let them focus on theirs. Because that dynamic exists across the board. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? But ours get spoken about the loudest, and we're the most vocal. So at the end of the day, man, I get it, but when you can control the small things, you can always aspire to be better. And we need to be better. As a collective, we need to be better. We can be better. We have such greatness in us. You understand what I'm saying? But there's just such division, and it's that division that really stops us from being able to move to the next level, because they're trying to pit every day. They're trying to pit black men against black women, and we right along with it. We eating it up. And it's just like, yo, what is the benefit? What is the benefit? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, yo, I just really thought I should drop this because I'm just trying to keep the conversation balanced. And right now, again, there's no balance in nothing that's going on in the world. It's all going to one side. And we have to get back to some sense of normalcy, some sense of community, whatever that may be for you. And but as long as we can own our own mess, stop crying victim, and understand that you ultimately determine where you end up. Not the president, not Donald Trump, you. And so once you understand that and start moving accordingly, you'll see some positive movement. And you got to start small. Baby steps. Baby steps, yo. I mean, again, we all understand what the game is. But all of this division that's being sown online, yo, is not productive. It's really not. You know what I mean? And so that's why I'm here. That's why I started this channel. Again, we got to be able to have normal conversations with just everyday people. You understand what I'm saying? Until the next time.